this is the armbar. Like your arm is being broken. This is how far I want you to go. Right? If we were fighting, I would just go right to here. I'd go right past the arm is broke. But when we're training, we're never even get to the arm is broke. We're getting kind of over here and open, the guy's tapping, and if he's not tapping, we're like, yeah, the hell with it, let it go. We're just kind of nervous. Choke, sleep. Right? They've been choking guys for 10,000 years. Guy doesn't want to tap, put him to sleep, and we'll wake him back up again. It's no big deal. As far as we can tell, the guy sleeps and you let him go and wake him back up. It's not this big, dangerous, scary thing. So it's more embarrassing than tapping to wake up. So a lot of times when I say this, guys get all nervous like everybody's going to be sleeping. Now, when's the last time you've seen anybody sleep? Guy will tap. If he doesn't tap, like I said, don't be afraid to sleep him. But you know it's working if he sleeps. So lay him down, like I said, wake him up. If you can't remember how to wake him up, call one of us over, we'll wake him up. With that being said, I've got to be able to choke him long enough for him to sleep. So some of these are subtle. I catch him over here, I got my position, and I'm like, man, I don't know if it's working or not. But if I squeeze as hard as I can and I run out of gas, you know, in 2 seconds of my squeeze, and I go, man, I don't have enough gas. If I can maintain it and he can't get out of it, the clock is ticking. Think about that old 60 minutes stopwatch. As soon as the choke hits, it's working. I don't know exactly where it's going to end, but I know it's working. As long as I keep that clock spinning, it's working in my favor. As soon as I let go, clock stops. There is no clock anymore. So if you can, maintain it. He ain't going anywhere. You ain't going anywhere. Relax your grip without relaxing the pressure, and keep it. Pick up a lot of chokes that way. Most of the time you squeeze yourself out, or you squeeze yourself thinking he's going to tap in 2 seconds and he doesn't, so you think the choke doesn't work because he lasted longer than 2 seconds. Your choke should be able to last as long as it is necessary. Since we're already in this position, we'll go over to G.I. Joe armbar here. They invented this back in long ago. It's in every Army manual ever conceived, so I call it the G.I. Joe armbar. I catch this over here. Caleb starts pulling his arm out a little bit. He doesn't like it. So I'm going to take this hand now, I'm going to put it on the face of his shoulder, and I'm going to open his shoulder up as I roll this hand to my wrist. And I'm pushing over his shoulder so I can get that arm to open up for me here. Then I just squeeze my elbows together and start to raise my hips. His wrist is in my armpit. My hips are raising my forearm up, and this is putting his arm in the right place for me. So as I go into this position here and I'm trying to work this collar, and he starts straightening that arm out for me because he's trying to get away from this choke, this hand is going to open that shoulder up, rolling over the top of it. Switch to the front of my wrist here, squeeze my elbows tight, and then slowly start to raise my hips. So that's the first one, G.I. Joe. Second one, his arm is up. Wrist, elbow. Same side as the arm, I'm going to bring my foot and put it on his hip, and I want to squeeze the knee. So I should have a grip on his arm that's pretty good, but I want you guys to get used to squeezing your knees together here. So this knee's helping to counter this pressure here, and this knee behind the shoulder is helping to hold that in as well. This leg now is going to lift and give myself a little bit of room and move my hip so that I can get over the shoulder. My leg works in line with my body, which means I need to realign my body because I can't take this leg and bring it over here. Not Mitch. Mitch can do that. Most of us can't. So first, get used to this squeeze. Like I said, you guys have been working on a armbar for a little while, so let's break down some of the elements. It's not just my arms, it's my posture. So knees squeezing, but this foot on the hip with that knee behind the shoulder helps hold that arm in. This leg now coming up deep in that armpit. I still have my leg going in this direction, so I need to move my hip out so that it's going in this direction now as I bring that up. So start with the knees. Get used to this foot. Keep that knee as best you can. Scoot your hip out. Sliding that over. The arms are easy. Work the rest of the body. Try those 2 arm bars.